OnePlus started as a brand with a killer tagline, flagship killer. They used to offer flagship level products at affordable mid-range prices. In 2022, the scenario for OnePlus is not the same anymore. What was once a flagship killer is now making flagship level products at flagship level prices. Their latest flagship product is the OnePlus 10 Pro, and it's priced at more than 60,000 Indian rupees, a flagship level pricing too. Today, we're going to take a look at 10 dimensions of the OnePlus 10 Pro and let you know if the OnePlus 10 Pro is worth buying. Hello gorgeous humans and sentients, and welcome to Exhibit. Let's continue, shall we? The OnePlus 10 Pro comes with 6.7-inch of Quad HD 2K LTPO2 Fluid AMOLED display that can switch from as low as 1Hz to 120Hz dynamically. At 20.1:9 ratio display, this phone feels large and long. OnePlus also claims a peak brightness of 1300 nits on HDR content, but typically it is around 500 to 800 nits based on the content on that particular display. This is a glass sandwich phone like most other phones. The front glass is a Gorilla Glass Victus, Rare gets a Gorilla Glass 5, and the frame is an aluminum frame to keep weight and sturdiness in check. Only the international T-Mobile variant comes with IP68 water and dust protection, but the global variant gets no such claims. There's a healthy 5000 mAh of battery coupled with 80 watt of super VOOC charger and Oppo technology. Oppo is the parent company, and this borrowed tech is arguably great for OnePlus, especially in an era where Apple, Samsung and even Xiaomi does not provide any chargers in the box. The phone also features fast wireless charging up to 50 watt and reverse wireless charging with USB power delivery to power other devices via the Type-C port. Powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, ultra-fast 8GB RAM and UFS 3.1 storage, this phone is the creme de la creme of processing power when it comes to Android market space. Gaming or multitasking is a breeze and a pleasure with a relatively long-lasting 5000 mAh battery. What also aids gaming is a 480Hz of touch sampling rate, which makes every input lag-free and instant. Relatively low thermals also inspire long gaming sessions. There are multiple 5G band supports. There's also Wi-Fi 6 along with 802.11ax dual band Wi-Fi support, and something too obvious is Wi-Fi Direct and Bluetooth 5.2 with all the goodies. This phone also gets NFC. One can share Wi-Fi passwords, Android Beam files from one device to another, touch to connect Bluetooth devices and Bluetooth speakers. A triple camera setup, a useful one with all cameras enhanced by Hasselblad algorithms. Now, written behind is the second generation of phone camera with triple camera setup featuring a 50 megapixel 150-degree field of view ultra wide camera. Photos from all sensors, 48 megapixel primary with OIS, 50 megapixel ultra wide and 8 megapixel telephoto camera with 3.3x optical zoom are neutral in color with sometimes little underexposed clicks, but videos are super amazing with up to 8K 24 FPS shooting on the Rare primary camera setup, but only 1080p on the front 32 megapixel selfie shooter. There's 4K video capabilities with 30, 60 and 120 FPS modes on the primary camera, 4K 60 FPS on the ultra wide camera and 1080p 60 FPS on the telephoto camera. As compared to the similar pictures taken from the Samsung S21 FE, the camera performs almost at par but misses the Samsung vibrancy. Low-light images and videos are very impressive and an evolution for OnePlus as a smartphone maker. One thing to note is that the new ultra-wide sensor gets no autofocus and also cannot double up as a macro camera like the predecessor, the OnePlus 9 Pro. But there's a fisheye mode that also makes your photos and videos look like they were shot from a GoPro camera. Oxygen OS now looks like it was adopted by ColorOS of Oppo. It still has no ads, minimal bloatware, and a whole suite of customization by Oxygen OS, but there's still the reminiscence of ColorOS every now and then, here and there, in the entire UI of the OnePlus 10 Pro. Oh, and did we tell you it runs Android 12 on Oxygen OS 12.1? Oxygen OS, not Color OS. Available in two colors, Volcano Black and Emerald Green. There's also a Glacier White, but it's not sold in India. Coming to the last point and the most important one, is the OnePlus 10 Pro worth your money? Is it worth buying? Well, priced at 60,000+ rupees for the 128GB variant and over 70,000+ rupees for the 256GB variant, the OnePlus 10 Pro now competes with the top dogs of smartphone nirvana. Disclaimer, if you're considering a new phone in this day and age, 128GB is too less of a space. Camera clicks, games, apps and whole lot other things take so much amount of internal space that 128GB will now soon be obsolete. So if you are considering a phone, please try and upgrade yourself to a 256GB or higher variant if you can. At this price, the OnePlus 10 Pro enters a category of smartphones that provide a whole lot more than what OnePlus 10 Pro is trying to provide at this price point. If the price gets sweeter by about 10,000 rupees with some deals or exchange prices, or if you're willing to shell this amount of money, then phones like the Samsung Galaxy S22, Apple's iPhone 13, Asus's new ROG phone, and many other phones in this price category feel like a whole lot value for money, don't they? Here you go, we have taken 10 things and presented to you, and here is your answer if the OnePlus 10 Pro is worth buying or not. At this price point, the OnePlus 10 Pro feels a tad bit overpriced. In fact, it also tries to compete with flagship smartphones that offer so much more than what the OnePlus brand offers you. Well, until next time, this is Pratik, and please subscribe to Exhibit and all of our social media channels for great quality content.